Today's September the 2nd and opening day, and I'm just flinging out an arrow, whatever comes by. But we're just hoping the Go World gives us a deal, just put some meat on the table and just do that. And anything comes out, they're in trouble.
What's this your first time doing?
I'm tree stand, as y'all can see. Got my
safety harness on.
And I'm ready to kill one.
So what? We finally got Mama's permission to get in the tree, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, tell them about Mama and Sissy.
Mom and Allie is over
about 800 yards away.
About 800 yards away and trying to kill a deer, whatever comes out. So, just hope they kill one and just hope the good Lord gives us a deal.
This is September 2nd, opening day of deer season. I am going to attempt to kill my first deer ever with my mama, and I am super excited. I'm really nervous. We're set up in a blind on private land in Kentucky, and we have actually a pretty good spot. It's got a pond in the back behind us, and we've been seeing deer through here all year long. Last year we saw some massive bucks just across the road where my brother's hunting, but we haven't been seeing them this year. But anyways, we're going to try to get a deer for my first one ever. It would be super nice to do it. It'd be so awesome if I could just kill a deer, but I'm going to try, and hopefully we see some. So.
Nice bucks, one of them probably 140-inch 10 in velvet. And some does come running out of this bean field right on top of me. The little buck, the big buck was grunting and acting stupid, just running around. They're currently at about 80 yards. The doe finally walked by me at about 4 steps and noticed something wasn't right, and they turned and run back in there, and she blew once. I knew this spot was going to be good, but I just got here too late. Well, it's late. This has turned into a bump and dump. I'm literally 3 steps from this tree where I was going to climb. I had it marked on line. Hadn't bumped nothing all the way here. Big 7-point bear right there jumped up. Didn't know what it was. Run to 15 yards and stopped. Stood there and stared at me. Then about a 140-inch 10-point and 3 giant does come running out of the bean field into here. My release in the bag. 7-pointers got me pegged. I had a doe walk within 4 yards. She finally knew something was up. But I could have killed 2 big velvet deer. So the does blew. They run back there about 80 yards, milled around. The bucks never seemed scared. They was just kind of hanging with the does. They've eased off. I'm hoping before dark they make their way back out here. Okay, so I just got to my spot. Well, I just pulled in here, say that. Got some people mowing up here, so I thought I'd do my opening interview here in the truck. I was here 2 days ago on September the 5th, and it was some bad weather. So I kind of waited and come in here late thinking I'd be all right. And when I got to the tree, I was met by a big wide 7-point velvet and probably pushing 140-inch 10-pointer, literally under 20 yards. So I don't know if they was bedded there or if they made their way there. I'm about 20 yards off of a bean field, so my thinking is they'd already made it from bedding and had come past that point. They had 3 does with them. They were acting goofy. They all come running back in the woods and stood around me, literally 3 yards to the doe before she finally realized, you know, I'm sitting there quivering, holding a bow in one hand and my sticks in the other. So doing an interview here because when I get to the woods, it's about a mile walk. I'll be running GoPro on my bow. I left my stuff in a tree that night. I got run out of the tree by a flash flood and just about drowned it before I got back here. So I just left everything in the tree, planning on coming back this evening. So I'm gonna slip in there with an arrow nock, GoPro running on the bow. If they happen to be laying there and they stand up today, they in trouble. So let's get busy before it gets too late. Well, it's Friday, September the 8th. Same piece of property I was on yesterday. Just had a doe on the phone. Come by a place where I jumped 2 bucks on the 5th. About 500 yards that away. Well, those bucks are bedding straight in behind me. Back that way, I do believe. On the neighbor's property. That's where they headed off to as well. Yesterday I didn't see him. A doe on the phone come by me. So, complete opposite end of the block of woods. This all necks down into a little funnel. Property line's about 40 yards. I got a creek. I got a creek crossing. Don't nothing look real recent, but I did have one deer blow at me down here in the corner. It's usually does bed down here by this creek, so I had to make a big old circle around the ag field to get the wind right, because the wind's blowing this way and my parking is that way, so I had to make a big circle, come all the way around. So this is probably more just an observation set. It's kind of an open little bottom right here at this creek. It's really thick up on top of the hill, so who knows. It's a really good rut funnel right here, I know that. I've shot a lot of deer right in this area, but just thought I might could catch them coming out, going into this bean field. But to be honest, it looks like bucks are bedding all along that bean field on the other side. They weren't there today because none jumped up, but there's 3 or 4 big old beds over there. It looks like a buck would lay in that fence row, so who knows, maybe we catch one slipping up this evening. I can kind of see out into the bean field in places. Maybe I can spot them that way. Anybody got a long set? It's about 5.5 hours till dark, so mulberries everywhere. Settle in, try to get comfortable, see what happens. I hear wind, but I don't seem to be getting none of it down in this bowl. I hope it don't funnel back around. Alright, I just want to share a few tips that I've learned saddle hunting now for 4 seasons. We always struggle with what to do with this. But first, do you struggle with hanging your backpack and getting it at the height you want and getting a hanger? The solution I found for that is this right here. Just some cheap rope. I tied it up into daisy chains so that I can just set it on whichever height that I want on wherever I put the hook, so I can raise it up according to whichever hole it is. Secondly, when that pulls taut, you've got somewhere you can put that string the rest of your tether through and keep it out of your way. Just thought I'd share that with you. That's 2 things I know I struggle with that took me a while to figure it all out, but maybe that helps you. Tie your daisy chain to your backpack, girth hitch one end, and then have a bunch of different knots down through there so you can adjust your height. Once you do that, you got somewhere you can pull your extra tether up, pull it through it, it'll hold it till you want to take it out. So just thought I'd share that with you. One other tip, rangefinder. Do you just stick it in your saddle pouch? Have you ever dropped it? What do you do with it? Girth hitch it to the end of your adjustable tether. That way you can drop it in your saddle pouch, or if you're like me, like to wear bibbed overalls. I tuck it right there. If I take it out, uh-oh. It's tied in. It ain't going nowhere. Saturday, October the 7th. It's about 3:40. Me and my wife, she's in the tree next to me, have come in here to the spot that she really loves. The spot she shot a few deer in. Actually, it's the same spot I had my first deer on video in. So we're in here. We got about 3 hours till end of the camera light. So just in a little thicket surrounded by soybean field. It used to be a really good thicket back behind us, but they logged it and now it's kind of just growed up. They bulldozed it in and then it's grown back up again. So best cold front of the year. It's cool. I got a jacket on. Big cool down last night. These beans have already shed the leaves, they're just brown, so we're hoping to catch some deer heading out here to these beans. Try to get some carbohydrates to stay warm tonight. Supposed to be down, maybe frost. I've got 3 persimmon trees. I didn't go check them, but every year they're loaded, so I didn't walk over there. She's got probably more opportunity to shoot. I'm just here with her, but if anything comes out of range, that's in my range, I'm liable to get it, so. This is a spot 3 years ago. I was on that giant. I was 22 yards to a giant, if you watch that video. I was about 100 yards out of the way, but same general area, so as far as I know, he's still walking. I'll get off here. We'll see what we can do. This morning, so I slept in. Finally got a day off. Brought my little climber, my saddle climber, cut off. Because I thought I was going to be up here. I had this as a preset from a couple weekends ago. I just left it here. And the deer then was hitting this and that, so I brought that just in case. But when I got here today, there was a big 10. He didn't look that old, but he probably scored close to 140. He was standing about halfway between here and where I wanted to, and I got a wind. Well, I got a wind that's coming this way. Sometimes it goes that way, sometimes it goes that way, but he was right here. He heard the commotion of me come in, come up to 35 yards. I could have shot him, in a hurry of getting everything on, getting my release on out of the backpack, setting it down as he thought I was another buck. And he walked in behind a dead ball. I could have shot him at 35 yards. I'm guessing quartering to. I didn't because I was guessing. And honestly, all I had running was this little GoPro. I don't know if you can see anything on it. And I just enjoy filming it. So I really didn't want to shoot the deer unless he come at me like 20 yards or less, and I had good footage with the GoPro. So I chose not to. He finally circled me. As he was coming, he was circling to get downwind. He finally got me and busted, ran back in this thicket. So I don't know what time it is, probably 10 o'clock in the morning. 10:05. So my intent is to sit here all day. There's another block of timber. I don't know if y'all can see it in this GoPro. Across the way, and I'm in a block of timber. Both of these are doe bedding areas. And the shortest point between these two is right here. This kind of comes out to a point, and that side does too, and it's just where the deer naturally cross, so that's why I'm here. This is one of them wide open rut funnels. It's wide open country, but those two closest points create a funnel, so that's why I'm here. Probably be here till dark unless I see a bunch of them crossing at the end of the field. There's another funnel down there crossing the creek, so if I can see that, I'll grab my climber. I'll hustle down that way and get up a tree there. We got six or seven more hours, so we'll see what happens. Just had a decent 10, 26 yards, dead behind the tree. I could hear him, but I could never see him. I knew he was close, and then he started stomping in the wind. I felt the wind hit me in the back of the neck with the ship. And he started stomping. Turned and ran off. Back in that way. A little after 2. I guess they're up moving again, hopefully. Man. Well, that low spike. Got a little low 2-3 inch spikes. Come in dead downwind. Of course, he didn't pay me no attention. Decent boat comes upwind, gets one little whiff and it's gone. Just goes to show you the difference between a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.